Hello again, and welcome to another episode of Raine Plays. Today, we're back at Animal Crossing for my second villager hunt. But actually, it's just second villager hunt recorded. I've done this several times. Tank asked to leave. He'd only been with me for a couple weeks. And then all of a sudden, he had that, thought bubble. So I thought for sure he was going to want to give me something. So I clicked on him and he's like, I need a new adventure. I need to go off. And I'm like, are you Oh my goodness. Now this first one here, Fauna, she's adorable. Absolutely love her. But it was my first island. And I'm also pretty sure my daughter has her amiibo card. But she sure is cute. So I skipped her. I believe we have, oh boy, I think it's 10 or 11 rounds to get through. This was one of those where I didn't really have something in mind, but I wanted something to strike me. Now here, again, round 2, adorable Midge. I have her amiibo card. I have it this time. So I had to skip her. But I hesitated at the end, and I hope you don't mind. She looks beautiful from the back. She's got a really cute curl on her head, and her tail is absolutely glorious. So I'm glad I got her card. I think she's cute. And my nickname for my daughter is Midge. I always called her Midge because she was so tiny when she was little. So I always called her Midge. She's cute. I'm trying to think of things to tell you without being depressing, but both my son and my daughter ended up getting the virus. It was a horrible holiday. And I really don't want to talk about it. Even the baby ended up having a high fever for about a week. It was awful. So, but I'm getting over it. Now here, number 3, Savannah. My daughter has Savannah on her island. So I don't know what she's doing here. If I'm not mistaken, the general rule with this, depending on the number of people you play the game with, if one of their islanders leaves, your chance of finding her increases, which is kind of silly. So I only play with my daughter and my niece. So I'm not quite sure when one of their villagers leaves or not. So, but I know my daughter's Savannah is still there. So I couldn't take her. Well, I suppose I could have, but why would I do that? I want variety. So when I go visit her island, I like to see the new characters. And then when she comes to visit me, she gets to see new characters. I'm trying to remember the order of these. I just watched the video back to get the sound. I tried to get the background sound down as low as possible. Oh, this one here. I'm not sure if I mentioned it in the last video, but I'm in love with the Snooty. But I especially like the ones that are almost based off of old Hollywood figures. Soleil here reminds me a lot of Gwen, whom I'm in love with. I just think she's so precious. And Gwen, the penguin, reminds me of Elizabeth Taylor. And this one here reminds me of Zsa Zsa Gabor. But I really want Gwen. I suppose I could have taken Soleil and Gwen, but then my daughter ended up getting me Gwen's amiibo card for Christmas. So I've got that taken care of. I kind of really wanted to take her. She did strike me, but if I had a whole island of those types, I would be happy. I just think they're cute. And then this one here, I believe, is a grump. Was it a grump or no? This is Bob. End up seeing him twice. Bam. He ends up appearing twice, so I hope. Oh, you know what? I might as well mention that while I'm here. I figured out the layout of these islands, and I don't need that pole. I'm so sorry that you keep seeing me do that. If you go to the left, and that I think is the issue. For whatever reason, every time I start out on these island hop tours, I go to the right and make my way around to the left. But I guess I should start at the left and make my way around to the right. Because if you go to the left here, you can go all the way around the island and back. So, apologies. I know I'm doing things haphazardly here. Now, Bam is cute, and I believe he's a jock, which I lost. Like I said, Tank walked out on me. So, but I don't know, there was just something about him that just did not appeal to me. So I moved on. But as I mentioned, I was not looking for anyone specifically. I wasn't looking for a particular personality type. I just wanted, like Carmen, I wanted somebody who immediately struck me. So, and it happened again. And I did get someone that I was kind of sort of looking for in features, not necessarily personality. Now here's another one. I think this is highly unusual to find this particular character. Agent S, Secret Squirrel. You guys are probably too young, but Secret Squirrel was one of my favorite cartoons. I have his or her amiibo card, so I couldn't take her. And I was glad I saw her though, because on the card it's very difficult to see her eyes, but meeting her in person, you can see them pretty well. It's not all that bad. So it was, at least that part of it was good. She's cute. He, she, I don't know. But I thought that was cool. An homage to my past, I guess. I think Secret Squirrel, it wasn't like a half-hour cartoon on its own. It was an insert for another cartoon, and I couldn't tell you which one. So moving on, we're already at round 7 here. I think this is the Grump coming up. And he was cute. I like his name. Or is this Bam again? Oh, no, it's not. Yeah. It's Bam again. I don't have this happen to me very often, but I have noticed watching other people's villager hunt videos that they get sometimes triplicate of the same villager showing up on an island. It's kind of sad considering it takes Nook Mile tickets. And I'm not going to say I have a lot of Nook Mile tickets. I'm not even going to say I have a lot of Nook Miles because I think I have about 60,000 Nook Miles, which probably is nothing compared to what other people have. But I've learned the hard way with these games. The one thing I never want to do is amass a small fortune of anything. It takes the fun right out of the game and you get bored. So I tried very hard not to go overboard, trying to make too much money, many bells, trying to make too many Nook Miles. I just didn't want to do it. So every day I go to the ATM, and then every day I try to do there's the bottom rung of Nook Miles, and then there's a top row. On your right, you press the X button and you'll go to the top. I try to do as many of those as I can. Now here, Gigi, I know she's like actress type, but there's just something about the frogs to me that is so unappealing. I just couldn't bear to look at this day in and day out on my island. I'm so sorry for them, but don't care for the frogs. I know a lot of people like them, and I think that's great. I'm glad they have an audience, because then I don't have to feel too sorry for them. But it's just not my cup of tea. I just don't care for them. So I let her go. Alright, we're up at round 8. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 11 rounds. I'm not sure. Doesn't really matter. I tried to cut this down as best I could. But when I arrive at the island, I try to see if I can see who it is before I start walking around. Yeah, here's my grump. I love this guy's name. And I remember in the last video mentioning that names are important to me as well. But this guy's got a cool name. And he's a grump, and I love the grumps. Yeah, Vladimir. But I already have two bears, Judy and Maple. Yeah, that's 2. And I already have a grump, a wolf, Dobie. I'm thinking I should get this island tour video out of the way soon, because come January 1st is my birthday, and I'm thinking the day after I am going to obliterate my island. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to just delete the whole thing and start from scratch, or just raise the island that I have and rebuild it. I just haven't decided yet. So now this one here, this was a tricky decision. I really like her. I really liked her. And then when I watched the video back, I'm like, maybe I should have gone with her. But I'm glad I made the choice I made. I'm glad I stuck it out, because like I said, I got not only what I was looking for, but what I wanted. But she's cute. She is so pretty. Tipper here. Although when she said pushy, I'm like, eh. But I don't like the one I got. I don't like her catchphrase either. But I get it. She's a cow. Her name is Tipper, so pushy. Tipping cows apparently is a thing in some areas. I'm not in a cow area, but she is adorable. I really like her. So maybe in a subsequent villager search, I might get lucky with her again. I would take her. I really think she's cute. I love her coloring. I like her name. She's just really cute. And to be honest, she's the first cow I've ever encountered in this game. And I think she's cute. Yep, I knew it. It was 11. Okay. Here we go. I was surprised at first when I saw this. I'm like, no way. Is that what I think it is? And then I started to panic because I'm thinking, is this an eagle or a chicken? How do you know the difference? But I kept looking at her beak, and I'm like, there's no way a chicken has a beak like that. She's got to be an eagle. Not only is she an eagle, Amelia, and according to the wiki, she's supposed to be named after Amelia Earhart, which makes sense. She's red, white, and blue. She's got that purple tip on her nose. She's got a really pretty voice. And her in-house interior is Native American, and she likes black and white. But I was so happy to see her. I'm like, oh, no way. I actually got what I wanted. I was stunned. So, yeah, I asked her to stay with me, and I'm very happy. Now, here's the other thing. I'm not sure if everybody has this experience when they do this, but there are certain islanders that can wreck the dynamic of your island, and then there are other islanders that really bring it out. All of a sudden, all of your villagers are together on the mall. They sing together. They visit each other. I have not had that dynamic in months, probably since before the Halloween event. As soon as Gwen left my island, everything changed, and nobody associated with each other anymore. Nobody visited. Nobody went to the mall. Nobody sang in the mall. And what I mean by mall is the area in front of Tom Nook's store. But since Amelia here has arrived, that's starting to pick up again. They're even actually attending the KK concerts on Saturday night? That hasn't occurred in a while. I feel so sorry for KK. I just sit there. I sit my character down so she can listen while I'm going to do other things. But, yep, that's it. I'm very happy that I found her. This was a rarity, believe me, to actually get what I was looking for and someone I really enjoyed. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.